This male lion has strayed from the path. Under the guise of patrolling his territory, he visited another pride and fathered a cub with a lioness there, establishing a second family. Even more scandalous, his every move was observed by the offspring of his original mate from the shade of a nearby tree. They wandered into this territory because they were lost and stumbled upon their father's secret. The Ensef pride is now on the brink of a bloody ethical crisis. Previously, under the leadership of two alpha lions, the Ensef pride stood strong by the Luangwa River and successfully raised 2 litters of healthy cubs. All family members were overjoyed with the arrival of new life, ecstatic, except for the subadult lions in the pride. There are 7 of them, ranging in age from 1 to 3 years old. Like most adolescents, they are undergoing the transition to maturity, and their behavior is highly unpredictable. Before the cubs were born, these teenagers were the treasures of the family. But now, all the affection has been stolen by the cuter, little lions. The lionesses also began to neglect them, so the teenagers formed their own subgroup. The 3 brothers are the strongest, led by their older sister. They need to learn survival skills as soon as possible to prepare for a nomadic life in a few years. But for now, the teenagers must confront their marginalization. The hunted receive the best treatment, even allowed to dine with the male lions, though the process is fraught with tension. The mothers need extra food to produce enough milk for the cubs. Only the father seems indifferent to the mother's burden. Adult lions rank last in the hierarchy. Unable to challenge a possessive father, they can only comply with their aunt's wishes. With an advantage in numbers, the teenagers forcefully snatched lunch from several lionesses, breaking the pride's rules. This act incensed the male lion, earning them a meal of his irritation. Since arms can't twist thighs, the teenagers must fend for themselves and set their sights on the buffalo herds nearby. Although the beef is delicious, the buffaloes are equally challenging adversaries. Each buffalo boasts half a ton of strength, along with deadly hooves and horns. They are no match for them. The eldest sister shifted the group's target for safety and quickly initiated a hunt. The result was handsome, in less than 3 seconds, left behind by the prey. How can hunting be so easy? The teenagers still have much to learn. Besides buffaloes, many hippos also live in groups in the river. Their calves look particularly appetizing, but hippos are more fearsome than buffaloes, with 30 centimeters long teeth capable of killing a young lion. Faced with this crazy little tank problem, the boys suffered another crushing defeat. This is a battle between lions and hippos. For the hungry adult lions, one hippo is enough to last a long time, so they set out to challenge the behemoth before them. But these creatures are not to be trifled with at all. Even the most experienced lion rarely takes down a hippo. The teenagers were quickly taught a lesson and tasted failure once again. On the other side of the night, professional hunters embark on another hunt. Hunting antelopes requires a strong sense of teamwork. The lionesses spread out, driving prey from different directions. The goal is to corner one of them. Antelopes run faster than lions and also alert each other. So, it's a team battle. Each member has their own role. Some chase, others lie in ambush. Once one masters the technique, they will be responsible for this role in all their future hunts. The teenagers, hearing the commotion, also join the chase. The eldest sister drove a red hartebeest towards the 3 brothers. The prey, too sensitive, easily broke through the ambush. Just then, a lion cub appeared behind them. The angry teenagers, with nowhere to vent their frustration, took it out on their sibling. Just as they were about to harm the cub, a lioness suddenly appeared, driving away these naive youngsters. Just then, a thunderous commotion erupted in the distance. The lioness hunt had begun anew. This time the target was a herd of scurrying buffaloes. For the teenagers, here was another chance to prove themselves. Hunting buffalo differs from hunting antelope. It's not just about teamwork. Someone has to make a sacrifice. The first to leap onto the prey tests their skill and courage, and a careless move could cost a life. Although the pride successfully isolated its prey and bit fiercely into its hindquarters, they couldn't subdue it. The enraged buffalo swung its sharp hooves, delivering a violent blow to the eldest sister. As the pride scattered, the buffalo proudly strode away. Only the 3 brothers did not abandon their pursuit. They followed the buffalo's trail, out of the Ensef pride's territory. Hours later, the 3 reckless brothers lost track of their quarry and found themselves lost. The next morning, the pride's leader ended his patrol and returned to the Ensef pride, only to find the home full of the wounded. 4 adult lions were missing, and the eldest sister was seriously injured, barely able to walk on one leg. Fortunately, she is a lion, with family members to protect and feed her. For other cats, this might have been close to death. But another lion was not so lucky. A poor Asian perennial lion was trampled during the previous night's hunt and left this world forever. A momentary impulse caused the accident that repenetrated the Ensef pride. But the lions weren't too distressed. They will continue to patrol the frontier separately, and nobody knows what will happen next. Among the two lions, one harbored a secret, a second home beyond their known territory. 3 young lions embarked on a path of wanderlust, their manes yet to flourish, far from the age of independence. To survive, they stooped to scavenging carrion, which led to a painful overindulgence. Life away from the pride is arduous. Solitary lions struggle to hunt, often facing starvation. The 3 brothers were fortunate. Their journey hadn't led them to such dire straits. They rested in the shade, eyes fixed nervously ahead. A mere few hundred meters away lay a small pride. Several lionesses and subadult males, their faces etched with exhaustion and hunger, a testament to their dire state. Yet, it wasn't their plight that unsettled the trio, but the sight of a familiar figure, their father, the king of the Ensef pride. He had clandestinely started another family, a common occurrence in nature, yet made complex by the rampant poaching in Luangwa National Park that had left a dearth of adult male lions. Powerful lions like their father often control multiple prides. The 3 bewildered brothers watched as their father greeted his other offspring, their faces marked with confusion, unable to grasp the situation. But the most shocking revelation was yet to unfold. Days later, the philandering male returned to the Ensef pride as if nothing had transpired. Scientists suggest that animals, too, can practice deception, concealing truths from foes or mates. In a brazen move, the lion brought the illegitimate cub back, sharing food with them, inciting rage and contempt among the lionesses, and straining the atmosphere. The outsiders vying for the same prey sparked understandable unrest. The male lion's embarrassed demeanor suggested disassociation from the conflict. The lionesses' fury escalated. The 2 young lions fled, but the lionesses sought vengeance against the interlopers. At this critical juncture, the lion attempted to assert control, only to be met with resistance. Amidst the mother's angry gazes, he stood between the factions, protecting his offspring. The interlopers, aware of their outsider status, bid their father farewell, marking a bloody conclusion to the family's ethical drama. Yet, the schism within the family had emerged, tension palpable in the air, only to be dissipated by a heavy downpour that quenched the lioness's ire. The Ensef pride weathered the harsh season and embraced new life. The lost brothers, having miraculously found their way back, appeared robust, evidently having honed their survival skills. This ordeal would bolster their growth and adaptation to the wild. For all members of the Ensef pride, a fresh season beckoned, heralding the start of a new cycle of life.